thing. Ain't no camels in China. Got on camelback in China and rode all the way to Jerusalem, following a star. Again, the most painful thing for some people is having to think. Okay? Now, let's do some analysis right quick. According to what we were just told about the men from the East, right? What part of the world were they in? The East, right? The Far East. Now, according to the text, it says that they said, we saw his star in the East. Think about it. They're in the Orient. They see his star in the East. So then why are they traveling west? Because Jerusalem is west of China. So if you see his star in the east, you follow the star that you see in the east, then you, well, they couldn't go east because they'd be out in the Pacific Ocean now, wouldn't they? But okay, let's say they followed the star, which was the sun. Okay? Because that's the closest star to the planet Earth. So they followed the sun. Now, how many hours did they have to do that? About 12 hours at the most. And they went over 5,000 miles to Jerusalem from China. Or from Thailand or Japan. I don't care where you want to put it out there. I mean, because see, you can't even do that from St. Louis to Kansas City. You follow what I'm saying? So to believe all this stuff can be considered a pathological sign. Now this is what's deep. Everybody read what it said. The most powerful psychopathology is the belief in something simply because you want it to exist. Look at that brother. That brother right there was every last one of us who were convinced that Christianity or Judaism or Islam or Buddhism or anything was the way. Because he's trying to digest a belief system that is not based in fact. I mean, that was me. I remember as a child I was told stuff that I knew didn't make sense. I knew it didn't make sense. There's no way in the world somebody's going to take 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and feed 5,000 men plus women and children. As a child, I wonder how I used to hear my mom, Dr. Gilman, say, "Boy, don't ask so many questions." She didn't have an answer. You follow what I'm saying? And then when I'd get up and say that it didn't make sense, I'd get blasted. Why don't be saying no stuff like that? Don't you know these people put bread on your table? What that got to do with me eating? Think about it. What that got to do with me eating? But it has everything to do with me eating because it's a part of the program of religion that got everybody enslaved. And thinking that they're not going to be blessed, they're on their way to hell or whatever if you don't support this lie. So what happens is, since you can't make sense of it, you want it to exist. Why? Because the programmers induced a lie and want you to believe in it. The most powerful psychopathology is to believe in something simply because you want it to exist. To understand the subliminal seduction of holiday celebrations, you must understand, check this out now, that the programmers induced the belief in a lie. And then glorified and glamorized the lie in such a way that it would create within us a desire for its existence. Now that's some serious psychiatry. When you can actually make up a lie and give it to people and then they want the lie. Because you didn't glamorize it so. Why do you think children today are asking for a Christmas tree? Why do you think children today are Halloween time? Mommy, can I go get a costume? Why do they want to do that? Why do children want to participate in Easter egg hunts? Because it's been glamorized. It's been glorified. And we don't know how to combat it and tell them no. And we don't tell them no because we don't want our child to be upset with us. So you'd rather them be mentally ill. Now people want the Christ Mass. And by the way, that's what it used to be called. Christ Mass in the Roman Catholic Church. They want it to exist. In fact, guess what, y'all? They need it to exist. That's right. Because their psychopathology demands it. This is some deep stuff, man. The demand for its existence, check this out. Read this with me. The demand for its existence, what, y'all? Is so great that many people have absolutely no idea what they will do if it doesn't exist. What we gonna do? What you mean ain't no Santa Claus? Can't take Christmas away from these children. Now some of y'all have no problem with that. What you mean there's no bunny rabbit, Easter bunny? Can't take that away from the children. And you say, well, okay, I can deal with that. Well, let's go, keep going. Keep on going to the same fabrications. What you mean ain't no Jesus? See, now that ain't to be messed with. You can mess with Christmas. You can take away Santa Claus. Okay, you can take him away. By the way, his name used to be called Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle. Christ or Christ, however you want to say it. Kringle or King. Kris Kringle in some cultures becomes Christ the King. Okay, I lost you. You understand? That's how deep this thing is, man. Santa Claus, don't, you know, you might as well keep Santa Claus. Two. If you're going to believe one lie, believe them all. Or get rid of all of them. So that we can heal ourselves. Therefore, because people don't have no idea what they will do if these lies don't exist, they will do, check this out. What is it going to say, people? They will do what? Whatever they have to do to maintain the existence of their psychopathology. And some of y'all go through that with your family members. Some of your family members will do whatever they have to do to maintain their psychopathology. They don't know it's a psychopathology though. Okay? They call it hope. Everybody say hope. Hope. Let me give you a definition of hope. Say hope, is a substitute for non-achievement. Hope is the substitute for non-achievement. Okay? As a result, those who do not, now here's us now, those of us who know better. As a result, those of us who do not suffer from this psychological impairment or have this psychopathology, guess what, y'all? We're cast aside. We're shunned, criticized, or outright attacked by those who do have that psychopathology. And there was something wrong with you. Now this is some deep stuff. You can't validate what it is that you believe. Right. I can show you evidence that will eradicate what you believe. But you'd rather ignore the evidence and hold on to what you can't validate. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's a mental illness. Everybody say a state of war. State of war. Now we need to come to grips with this. Say it aloud. Come on, say a state of war. State of war. One more time, a state of war. State of war. A state of war exists in the minds of those who are psychopathic against anyone who would try to free them from their psychological impairment. Read it and let that digest for a moment. Try to go free somebody. Really, go try to free